100% upon reaching level 15. Anyways, Miko Vanet, everyone. Welcome back to more adventures in the Sanctuary with Shikla. It is June 2nd, 2023. And so I kind of looked into how I get the horse, and apparently I have to be at level 29, so there's still a little ways to go for that. Let me see here. Meet Lorath in Bardu. Search for evidence of Lilith near Braystag. See, I will say this. The journal here is decent because, you highlight it. It's very easy to use. You don't really have to click on anything to expand it, and it gives a nice description. First it has the clear objective, travel to Yelesna. Under that, then you have a brief but kind of straight to the point description, but it gives you enough information that I think it can recall your memory to when you got it. So it's a decent one. I guess the only thing, although it's not necessary for something like this, the only thing they could maybe add to it is do have a way to click on it to expand it even further if you like. But again, it's not necessary. Now, what is the difference? Is this okay? All quests. Okay, the campaign quest. Oh, okay, and these are the side quests. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Oh, what are these? Oh, these are the side quests. So this must be. I'm not too sure. The only other thing too I wish that this had was a codex within the journal in a bestiary, much like they had in Diablo III, and you can click on them and it will just read to you. But I've searched very thoroughly and was unable to find that, and people asking about this with no answer to it. So I guess that they just don't have it. So that would be the only thing that maybe I hope they can add in the future, but it might be a little too late to add all that spoken dialogue. So that's just too bad. Encroaching shadows. Is that the one I have? Let's go ahead and do this. Donan spoke of Lilith sightings near the home of Erida, the elder druid. I should investigate the nearby town of Braystag for clues. Okay. I think I'll be going through like a level 20 area. Oh, no, it's not bad. Okay. So far I like this game a lot. And you know, the thing, I heard that the end game in here is also very excellent, so that's good. It's probably something like, you know, what we got in Diablo 3, maybe a little bit better than that. Because I thought in Diablo 3 the end game was quite good already, so if it's going to be better, I think that's really, really good. So what I wish that they would have done for Diablo 2 Resurrected was add some sort of endgame, not necessarily adding, you know, an expansion or, you know, DLC. It's very good as is, but if they would have added an endgame thing, like an adventure mode, very similarly to what was in Diablo 3, I think that would have just made it all the better and added much more replayability to it. Otherwise, I mean, it's just like how it was with Diablo 2, and, you know, for nostalgia, that's a good thing, but if they just would have added that endgame thing, you know, they still would have that. They would still have that, you know, that grinding. Okay, oh, this is good. Okay. But they would have still had that grinding, you know, mechanic to it, which is going through the whole storyline again, just to, you know, kill the bosses, and not even having to go through the storyline, just going through all the acts and grinding certain places. You would still have that, only now you would also have the adventure mode, where you can do bounties, you can do things like a rift type area or greater rift. Somehow they can integrate something like that in there. Maybe mini quests of nothing too game changing where it changes the story, but either like fetch quests or kill a certain boss, add a new minor boss that you can hunt down and retrieve something. If they would have added things like that as another way of grinding out levels, I think that would have been better, because it would have given more options than just the way it was originally in Diablo 2. But that's okay. Like back then we didn't think, oh, what am I doing here? We didn't think of that back then because, of course, we didn't know any better, right? But now, you know, we're so used to, you know, like with, you know, the things they've added with Diablo 3. I'm not talking about the things they took away, but just the end game mechanic that they've added to these kind of games now. We sort of look for that. Book of the Dead, here we are. So can I have both of these? Shadow Mage attacks have a 10% chance to stun for 2 seconds. This cannot happen on the same enemy more than once every 5 seconds. This cannot happen on the same enemy more than once. Okay, or Shadow Mage fire an additional Shadow Bolt every 5th attack. It's increased by 15, but you can no longer raise Skeletal Mage. Well, ooh. At 18 I get that. That's stun, or let's try that. So that's good. This is good. Oh. This one I have an additional skeleton. Reaper attacks against enemies who are immobilized, slowed. What? Where's my... Okay. Oh, bombard enemies with How am I summoning? Wait, I see mage. I didn't have to summon them. Okay. Oh! Raise a skeleton from a corpse to fight for you. Okay. Once all of your skeletons have been summoned, raise skeletons briefly summons a skeletal priest to empower your minions. Really? I don't see a skeletal priest, but maybe he's there. Once all of your skeletons have been summoned, oh, briefly, for a brief time. Oh. Look at that, I just... Shadow mages. Shadow mages wield power from the beyond, dealing moderate shadow damage. I like it. Okay, okay. So it's like I don't have to summon the mage skeletons, they just seem like they passively come out. I really like that. So it makes more, more room for other things, such as curses. Let's take a look at that. You know what, let me get to town actually, before the creatures respawn. I can think this through. Right. Afflicted by Iron Maiden. Damage each time to deal direct damage. Okay. Amplified damage. Yeah, amp damage has always been a great one. Decrepify has always been good against bosses. Curse the target area. Enemies afflicted by Decrepify are slowed by 40%, deal 20% less damage. Now, what is the range of it? Deal less damage. So this almost does like, multiple things, a couple things. Which is how it was in Diablo II. But in Diablo II, the radius was so small that it was really, only good against bosses. But I guess we could see how this goes. Enemies hit while afflicted with Decrepify have up to 10% chance to be stunned. Up to 15% chance to reduce your active cooldowns by 1. When you or your minions hit an enemy afflicted by decrep below 10% life, they are instantly killed. That's pretty cool. And with all of my, doesn't work on bosses, but still. But I will hold off on that. Maybe put another one into, I didn't pick anything here yet. Corpse explosion becomes a darkness skill, and instead of exploding, releases a vile miasma, dealing 167, 110% shadow damage over 6 seconds. Instead of I do like the explosion thing though. Corpse explosion deals 8% times increased damage to enemies that are slowed, stunned, or vulnerable. Ooh. These damage bonuses can stack. So, this together with decrep seem like a very good thing. Let's try that. Very good. Okay, so how can I move this? Oh shit. Good. Oh, look at that. That's really good. Is it even working? I cannot tell. Oh. Aha, okay, it is working. Does she want to open it?
It's locked.
You need a whispering key. What? So it goes through summoning the regular skeletons first, and then the mages. Okay. Well, these skeletal mages are still better than how they did it in 3. He seems troubled, but I'm taking on too many side missions. Healer.
My hammer sings on your return. What's left, you ask? Wood will bend like grass in the wind when the spirits arrive. Physical barriers alone will not be enough.
And your talismans and dirt scrolling will give the dead greater pause.
Egovanen.
You picked a fine time to visit Brestag, Wanderer. The whetstones are singing. Hearts are pounding. Sweet music for a red day.
Donan sent me.
At least you're not another night penitent.
At least. It is us who will protect this village with our lives.
Let it be.
There is an ominous fog uphill. Mad spirits emerge from it. They'll be here shortly. Are you here to help us ward them off?
I seek a demon who passed through.
So, that's what it was.
You've seen
Well,
her.
this day keeps getting better, doesn't it? The demon
Seems
went
as if-
uphill to Erida's domain.
Our goals align.
But unless you want to join the spirits, I wouldn't go there. It's best you stay with us.
I can lead you to Erida.
Out of the question.
I'll be safe. Donan puts his trust in this traveler. So shall we all. Tell me when you're ready to move.
I thank thee.
Mind what lurks in the fog, and return as soon as you can. Donan will have my head if anything happens to you.
Yes. Let's do it.
The roads are thick with fog, so the fastest route to the hills is east, through the Weeping Cairns.
Oh, something that's really neat, I thought, with the, earning the mount, doing the quest to get it. You only have to unlock it once through the quest, and once you do it, all new characters that you create or the ones already existing if they don't have it already, it's just automatically unlocked for them. So right from level 1 you will have your mount. So I think that's pretty cool idea, and cool thing that they did that. And something, you know, just a little gripe or rant about Fallout 76. I wish it was done, you know, more things were done that way, that were
You look like someone who's seen the world.
account unlocked,
Hope I can do the same one day.
especially with
What's
the
holding you back?
My father.
Oh, I
You've seen
love
how he
this.
is. I need to persuade him just to let me leave the bloody keep.
like when it comes to like furnishings and the plans and stuff like that that you find in recipes. I wish those were you know, shared, account shared, account wide. Just forgot I had that. Oops. Flat-footed. Find the entrance to the Weeping Cairns with Yorin. Okay.
Are those bodies over there?
They are. Yeah. A ghastly
I see
sight
the entrance to
indeed.
the cairns below. There should be a path to the east that will lead us there.
Yes. Is that right over there? Where those torches are? Well, the summoned skeletons are much better now. I wonder why that is. Have been summoned. Raised skeleton briefly summons a skeletal priest to empower your minions for 5 seconds. That is so great. Okay. I got the golem. Looks like I'm poisoned or something. Ah, here it is. Here we are.
That's the entrance
Right.
to the cairns ahead. Wait, why is the passage blocked?
I know not.
It's sealed, but there's writing. They look like old druid runes. The song of wind. The howl of... Oh no. They're coming.
What hast thou done?
Hurry.
All right.
Okay.
Ale du gro ani dola nohre do.
Anal natra.
It's a chant. The chant will open the way. Light, protect us. Hold them up.
Okay. I shall try.
Madare le fanasa. We shall go back. Taneri oba fi klagare.
Well done.
It worked.
What was your name?
Something's rousing
Yoren?
the spirits from their rest. We should make haste within.
Crouching shadows. Very good. Yeah, Yoren.
The dead are stirred here as well. Yet, Erida's absence gives me greater concern. This chamber is just how my father described it.
You've never been here.
Only through the stories he told. Though none involved the restless dead. This doesn't seem right. Erida
So now
would
what?
not have barred the path of the dead like this. The spirits should be free to roam within the earth.
Lilith?
Strange. The door is locked with an earthen seal. What was it my father said about this? Ward stones, that's it.
If you bring me one from the nearby cairns, I think I can open the way.
Wardstone? Okay. Unless, was it? Oh. I just love corpse explosion. I'm really liking the way the combat feels in this. It's a great balance between not doing anything and having to be active. I guess if you really want to kill things quickly. So like right now, if I just want to play it, the way I would play it in D2R, Diablo 2, I don't really have to attack, but they won't kill as quickly as if I was to help them out with curses and such things. Okay, so I have one. Good.
Le dal hal il oskal. Oh, that did it. Maybe this will ease the dead. It's a start, at least.
God willing.
Demonic markings.
Lilith's been here.
Something's written on the altar. By stone and roots,
Canst thou read
by
it? Yeah.
tears and pain, we bear this flame that must remain. Dead eyes stained with ash and ember, cursed are we who must remember. Ah, an elegy written by Erida. This is a memorial to all who died fighting Astaroth.
The weak perish. All us forgotten.
Wait! We are not your enemy!
Oh, of course.
Lilith. She must be bending these heroes to her will. Erida would never stand for it. Unless something has happened to her.
We don't know
Correct.
that yet. Come on.
A letter from Erida expressing her sorrow. Oh, I can't pick it up. What? And it looks like it has a symbol of an ear, so does that mean it's supposed to be audible? I do not know. It's okay.
This must be the cairn of the elders. So much
Oh,
defiled.
by the way, the name, when I was
Demonic
remembering...
scars upon their grave and druid runes to rouse the dead.
When I was remembering the name, and I said Frank Frazzetti, it was actually Frank Frazetta. Frazetta, not Zeddy, but Zeta. Frank Frazetta. And I think the other thing I was remembering was called Rankin Bass. Right? Rankin Bass. Not Bash, but Rankin Bass, I believe it was. Who did like the Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, claymation, stuff like that. I'm not sure if that is different from what was it? It was like the Hobbit, the animated Hobbit cartoon, and the Lord of the Rings and Return of the King from the 70s animated films. But Frank Frazetta, I was getting confused. The animated thing I believe he did was, or had a hand in it, at least for the animation style, heavily inspired by him. But I think the artwork on the DVD was a Frank Frazetta, and that's Fire and Ice. And I thought that was a pretty good, very good fantasy animated, dark fantasy animated film. You have Dark Wolf, and I think her name was Tila, the princess who was kidnapped.
These runes.
Tila or
The
something
delicate
like that.
touch. This is Erida's work. Why would you be aligned with the demon?
I have seen others fall under Lilith's control.
Sadly.
Erida was sworn to keep the dead at peace.
Everyone
Ugh.
seems to be buying her brand
What do we do?
of...
We'll need to stop her.
Right. Solutions are found ahead, not behind, as Father says.
I guess her brand of evil, or her brand of freedom, or whatever it is she's offering. And your father's tomb is up ahead. Solutions are found ahead, not behind. Oh, okay. Solutions are not your father's. You're just quoting your father.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Something screaming in rage ahead. Oh no. That was one of the revered dead from the cairns.
Returned to the worms. May they find rest.
Arlo.
Did you think we'd so easily join the dead, lad? How did you find your way up here?
Through the cairns.
Through them? Mighty brave of you. And mighty foolish.
Why is this? What happened here?
Erida came through with a horned woman. Not her normal company, to be sure.
Ah. Lilith.
They headed towards Solitude, the top of the hill. The sound of Erida's
Solitude.
Talharp I carried with the
From
wind.
Skyrim.
And then, this madness began. If your aim is to follow them, you won't get far with all this fog. It seems to be drawn to the risen remains. We spotted others in the hills before this one tore from the earth.
I'll stay here and protect these two. The fog is too near to leave them undefended.
Why would you
The
stay?
stones defend us, lad. I remember when you were still
I'm staying, Arlo.
stubborn like your father. That will keep you alive.
Actually, okay, I know why he stays, but where is everyone?
I told them to stay put, but they all fled when the fog crept in.
I'm sure they're safe. They know these hills better than anyone.
But fear has a way of making the wise into fools.
How is it that you know each other, you and Yorin?
I'm a friend of his father. Met him in the days of Ash. Saved his life, actually. If you asked him, he'd probably claim he saved mine. Hasn't come up this way in a long while, but he used to. Now and then I'd even go and share a pint with him in his fancy house. That's how I came to know Yorin.
I see. Okay, that is enough for now, and this is an excellent place to leave off. Oh, find and destroy. There isn't a remains. Okay. Yeah, so I will end it here, maybe take a little break, and then continue the adventures. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you all next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all of you, and see you.